Count me when you're ready.
And now for the starting lineups. First for the visitors from Van Buren, a senior, number 10,
Yes.
Kinsey Jones. A senior, number 12, Holly Mead. A senior, number 14, Carter Myers. A senior, number 22, Kaylee Barber. And a freshman, number 25, Cameron Schmidt.
We welcome you back to HB Stewart Bulldog Arena. Starting lineups underway.
And now,
Lady
Bulldog fans,
get on
your feet.
Kinsey Jones, number 10, she's a 5'4" senior. Holly Mead, number 12, a 5'11" senior. Carter Myers, number 14, a 5'6" senior. Kaylee Barber, number 22, a 5'7" senior. And number 25, Cameron Schmidt, is a 5'11" freshman, number 25. Usual suspects for the Lady Bulldogs, the senior, Maddie Cartwright, she's 5'11", the 6-foot junior, and a trustee.
And a senior, number 32.
Brooklyn Woolsey, the 5'6" junior. Carly Sexton, she is a 5'6" junior, and the senior in the middle, Adriana Russin, a 5'7" senior.
Officials for tonight's game are Jake Blank, Eric Goss, and Brian Bowerman.
We're ready for action. Greenwood in their home whites tonight. Navy blue, Greenwood across the front. Navy blue numerals. Greenwood in their home whites tonight. Navy blue, Greenwood across the front. Navy blue numerals front and back. Lady Pointers in their road greens. Van Buren in black in the front. White numerals front and back. Appreciate Farmers Bank tonight sponsoring or volunteering tonight in our concession stand, helping out the Basketball Booster Club. Appreciate Crystal Dedman jumping in there as well. All of our Booster Club members helping out. We're ready for basketball. Cartwright will jump center with Ming. Holly Ming. Cartwright wins the pitch up. Trusty had to run it down, then saved it back inbounds to Cartwright. And here comes Maddie now working left to right on your radio dial. Cartwright up to Trusty. High post is Russin in the free throw line to Sexton. Back across to the left. Work it to the corner. Woolsey skipped it to Cartwright. She'll find Russin. Soft spot, right baseline. Back to Cartwright. Russin's got it against his 2-3 zone. Woolsey now Trusty. Can anybody penetrate? They cannot. Brooklyn trying again. Shot clock's at 7. Cartwright stops and pops. 17-footer off the mark. Rebound. Schmidt. And now Greenwood with the full court pressure. Jones having to deal with it for Van Buren. Trusty with the long arms. Cartwright, though, got there and with the steal, and the ball is off of Cartwright. Thought she got fouled, but it'll stay with Van Buren. Nearly a steal. Just no chance. Suffocating. Maybe trapped in a refrigerator. She's okay. Jones got it across the timeline. Now they're in the front court. Barber to the left wing, hands to Ming. Back in the corner to Barber. She'll skip it out up top to Myers. And Trusty called for her first foul. Minute 3 into the game.
Trusty, that's her first.
First of the ball game. 6:57. New shot clock at 35 seconds. If you're new, hadn't been watching any high school ball, it's 5A has a shot clock this year. And in deep trouble is Jones in the backcourt. And that's 10-second violation. You know, we talked about that. Doc Smith and I, you rarely see that, but it's on an inbounds play. She inbounded the backcourt. That clock's going, and the shot clock makes it a lot easier for the officials. Cartwright's got it after the turnover to Trusty on the left wing. She'll dribble to the top and give it to Cartwright, who swaps spots. Woolsey comes out of that left corner, drives, finds Russin on the right block to Sexton. Trusty penetrates, free throw line. Won't go. Got her own rebound. Follow. Won't go. Ball tapped around. Trusty another board. Sexton to Cartwright. 18-footer won't go. Right wing. Trusty another rebound. Cartwright's fouled. Sweet Moses. 3 rebounds in there for Trusty on that possession. Mean call for the foul. Cartwright, both of her shots have been way off from this right baseline. 6:18 to play, no score. Sexton triggers the inbounds up top to Cartwright to Woolsey now. Brooklyn, the BMW. Here's Russin out of the left corner with her dribble. Leaves it for Cartwright, left wing. Trusty pump fakes. Now goes to Woolsey. Left wing. Loads up a three. Splash! Oh, yes. Brooklyn Woolsey. Assist to Trusty. Now full court pressure. It's 3-0 Lady Bulldogs. Ming having trouble in the backcourt. Needs a lot of help. Nope, Trusty with a steal. Anna going hard to the cup. Up off the window. Good. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Trusty.
That's her second.
Wow, that's her second foul. And the thing was, the defender kind of planted and just was trying to get in her way. And Trusty kind of leaned in to initiate. And an offensive foul called. But J.C. Odom has checked in for Van Buren, the sophomore I mentioned in the pregame. But Coach Michael Kinney needs a timeout. Not liking what we're doing against this press here. 3-0 Greenwood with 5:40 to go. We'll stay right here. As usual, our Ronald Reagan Realty sponsors a senior spotlight. And tonight, although injured, Triple H, Hunter Houston. GPA is 3.8. Football, baseball, and basketball. Favorite subject here at GHS, history. He wants to major in business, not sure where he's going to college yet. Principal's roll, honor roll. He's a Scott and Allison Houston's boy. Favorite saying, same distance, same difference. Hey, it's same difference. I agree with that. His favorite author, Paul the Apostle. And favorite music artist, DKG KIE. It's all caps. I'm sure I should have researched that. Ronald Reagan Realty, our senior spotlight. Hunter Houston is tonight. Problems in the backcourt with Van Buren, Sexton, and Cartwright just in a trap situation. Sexton got out of there with the steal. Then she lost the handle. Trusty got it back. And an assist to Trusty. Sexton buries the little 11-footer. And it's 5-0. Ming, she'll dribble it across the timeline for Van Buren. Big tall girl. Ming's 5'11", looks taller than that. Odom tried to feed inside. Cartwright with the steal. She'll gather into the right wing now. Leave it for Sexton. What an unselfish play from Maddie Cartwright. Sweet Moses. Beautiful play. 7-0. Lady Bulldogs up. Here's Odom. Now Ming. It's Barber with it. Back to Ming. Odom in the middle. They get it in the front court finally. Odom with the dribble. Finds Ming out on the floor. Russin way out away from the basket. Almost fouled. Odom. Try to get it over to Myers. A bad bounce pass. And it'll go over to Greenwood. Another turnover. Just a different level of intensity when you face these Lady Bulldogs. They mean business. 4:29 to go, first period. 7-0 Greenwood. Here's Trusty with it, top of the key. Says Sexton just right of the circle. Back to Anna. Pump fakes. Couple of dribbles cut off by this 2-3. She'll go to Russin on the right wing, and now back to Trusty. They swap spots. Skip pass to Cartwright left wing. Winds up a three. Off the mark, but Sexton with an offensive rebound. Carly, turn around. Yay! She's got 6.
Carly Sexton.
Ought to give Maddie an assist. Barely brought iron or rim tonight so far. Odom's got it, gives to Ming in the front court. She'll look for Myers in the right corner. Myers in trouble. Woolsey's got her hemmed up. And she stepped on that sideline trying to pivot out of that. Another turnover. It's 9-0. Greenwood having their way so far. I don't know if Van Buren's got a shot attempt off yet. Cartwright will walk it across the timeline into the front court. And pick her dribble up. Finds Trusty at the left elbow. Or right elbow, rather. She had it slapped away. Russin scooped it up. Sexton now to Trusty in the deep left corner. One dribble. 17-footer. Won't go. Rebound. Cleared out of there by Barber. Then Cartwright tried to steal it from her. But it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Van Buren. Aspen Cone is checked in for the Lady Pointers, Lillian Gilbert and Cameron Schmidt. This is Gilbert with it across the timeline. Finds Myers. She'll hand it back to Gilbert. Myers in the corner to Cone. 3 on the way, not there, but an offensive board by Schmidt up and in, and there goes the shutout. Greenwood quickly in the front court, 9-2 now, Lady Bulldogs, 3-minute mark, first period. Woolsey says 3 from the corner, not there. Russin with an offensive board. Out to Sexton for 3. Won't go. Cartwright tips it to Russin. She'll come out of there, but she stepped on the baseline. So, it's a turnover. I'm going to give Cartwright that rebound. She actually controlled the tip and tipped it to Russin. Not sure how that officially would be scored. Here's Cone in the backcourt and against this press. Flips it over to Gilbert, but Woolsey got in the way. Finds Cartwright. Cartwright couldn't get it in there to Trusty. Oh, a nice spin move at the block. No call. Loose ball. Out of there is Myers with it. And now Cone weaves through traffic into the front court. She's fine. No, both feet in the ball. The ball never got over. She's still dribbling through traffic. Slapped away. Sexton with a steal ahead to Trusty. Trusty was going to leave it for Cartwright and a double dribble. She went to throw and lost the handle and gathered it again while it was in there. It was essentially a pass to herself. They called it a travel. Tough one. 2:15 to go. It's 9-2.
Time out.
And Coach Kinney's not happy with the Odom girl. He's in her face. He says, Ming, get in. He wants a full timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it. No, he said he wanted full, but they said 30 announced. Yeah. We'll take one with him. It's full timeout. Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. We're back here at HB Stewart. Greenwood up 9-2. Coach Kenny's still hot at his players over there, not running the full court press breaker correctly. It's Ming in the front court with it for the Lady Pointers. She'll penetrate through the double team. Kick it out to Gilbert. Gilbert got a pick from Cone. Now she lost her dribble out near midcourt. Hands it off to Schmidt. They work it to the corner. Went to a low pass to Myers off her foot. And a turnover. Greenwood's got it. Here's Cartwright now in the front court. She'll walk it, dribble it across quickly, actually. Now finds Trusty top of the key. High post, Sexton out to Russin, right wing. Back to Trusty up top. Here's Adriana. Down in the corner, Sexton for three. Splash! Oh, baby!
Basket.
Why not?
Sexton.
9 for Carly Sexton. 12-2, Greenwood's lead. Schmidt has it. They beat the press. They get it up ahead to Ming, and she's fouled on the way up. That's either Woolsey or no, they call it on Sexton.
Carly Sexton, that's her first.
Her first, team's third.
At the line, shooting 2, Holly Ming.
We'll send Holly Ming to the free throw line. 2 shots. First one is good. Nothing but net. For the senior, 12-3. One more for Holly Ming. Rattled in and out, hit the back iron, or back window, then through. No picture on the scorecard. It's 12-4. Lady Bulldogs lead. Here's Madison Cartwright. Finds Trusty up top. Russin, right wing. There's nice cut by Cartwright, and she's sandwiched and fouled on the way to the basket. With the non-shooting, she was heading that way, but 14, never was any attempt of shooting. It's the first on Myers, and Sexton will inbound for Greenwood on the baseline. Into Trusty, right back to Sexton. Missed a shot, got her own rebound. Out to Cartwright, top of the key. She'll go to Woolsey, and then they'll reset in the half court. Trusty to Sexton, high post. Cartwright for 3, top of the key. Too long, rebound Cone. And now Greenwood will pick her up at half court. Up to Ming in the front court, left wing. Picked her dribble up, steps through the double team, looking for help. And finally got rid of it to Gilbert. Gilbert's double team. Ball flipped around and ended up in Schmidt's hand. Her shot's not there, and Trusty's got the rebound from the air ball. And ahead he goes, Cartwright to Woolsey, and Brooklyn around the floor gets her stiff point. Assist to Cartwright. It's 14-4, and Cartwright and Trusty have 0 points apiece. You tell me. Here's Schmidt now. Myers out of the right corner. She's double teamed over there by the aforementioned Cartwright and Trusty. She just fell down. Traveling. Substitutions coming in for Van Buren. Barber back in, and J.C. Odom. 14-4. Sexton's got 9. Woolsey's got 3. Here's Cartwright. Stops and pops 19-footer. Why not? Just all alone. Find it and go as the buzzer sounds in the first quarter. 16-4. Lady Bulldogs in command here in the 5A West. We'll take a break. Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. Thank you. 1 minute. At HB Stewart Bulldog Arena. Tim Terry with you. Glad to have you aboard tonight. Tuesday night, rainy night. I love a rainy night, says Eddie Rabbit. Come on. That's right. Here's Cone with it for Van Buren and trying to get it into the front court. Straddling the line. Never got all both feet in the ball across. Interesting. We've seen that a lot. Ming has it. Now she hits the deck. That's a travel. They're going to say she had the ball, was bobbling it. And so she was little safe to hit the floor. Odom has it now. She's harassed by Sexton, who flipped it out of there. Now Trusty on the run. Back to Sexton. Left wing. Drives in, cut off. Back out to Trusty. She'll penetrate, throw up a wild one, not there. Had Cartwright on the right corner. Couldn't get it to her. Van Buren, and they threw it away. Cone right to Coach Kinney. Turnover goes to the Lady Bulldogs. Jones back in for Van Buren. She'll get Myers. All right, here's Cartwright with it, 16-4. To Woolsey, right corner. Back to Cartwright. Here's Sexton. Now Trusty around the horn to go. Anna dribbles, shot up, charge. That's her third.
The foul's on number 3, Anna Trusty.
Can't find it tonight. She got 3 fouls. Off with the shooting shirt. Is Kyla Pearson.
Number 31, Kyla Pearson.
Freshman. Ronnie Nelson's got us tuned in. Appreciate it, Ron. Good to hear from you. 16-4. Greenwood with some full court pressure again. Cone. She'll break the trap and get into the front court. To Barber. Back out to Cone. And try to get to Jones. Too hot of a pass. Off Jones's hands and out of bounds. Another turnover. Just unforced. In Greenwood's basketball, Sexton will inbound at midcourt. Into Cartwright. 16-4. 6:50 second quarter. Sexton over to Piercy. Now Woolsey, left corner. Brooklyn skips up top to Sexton. Piercy, left wing. Nobody there. Brooklyn's got it. She'll dribble around to the top. Pick up her dribble. Find Cartwright on the right side. Madison goes to Piercy. Nearly threw it away. Right back to Cartwright. She'll put it on the deck. Try the baseline. Cut off. Wanted to go into Russell, but it's tipped away by Odom. Ming has it now. Cone in the backcourt, but here's the press. That's Jones with it. Kinsey trying to get it across the timeline. Hasn't yet. Back to Cone. 10-second violation.
10-second violation.
Yep. You know, you think about it, the officials used to count. Maybe Gold Men's count was slow or whatever, but that shot clock doesn't lie. It's 10 seconds. In for Greenwood, first time tonight, we see the sophomore Izzy Smith and also the senior Ella Williams with Sexton and Piercy and Cartwright. Sexton skipped it to Izzy. 3-ball left corner. Splash! Boy, Izzy flat shoot it. Piercy with an assist. 19-4. Cone down low to Mean. Was alone for a minute, not there. Back out to Cone. Her 3 won't go. Cartwright tipped the rebound. Here she comes with it. All the way down the lane. Floater not there. Wow, she just can't buy a basket, and then she fouls Mean going for the rebound. Strange night for Trustee and Cartwright. 2 points now. between them. Anna's got 3 fouls on the bench. 19-4. 5:36 to go, second period. Here's Cone against the trap, gets across the timeline, ahead to Ming, but the ball's tipped out of there. Sexton came out with a steal. That's her fourth steal. Ahead to Smith. Izzy finds Williams. Top of the key over back to Sexton. Now in the corner right side of Piercy. She'll take some room. Step 3. Splash!
Basket, Kyla Piercy.
Assist for Sexton. And it's 22-4. And Carly tried to steal the ball in the backcourt. She got too close. Picks up her second foul. Here comes my girl Jenna Honkala, the sophomore Mount Harmony Mafia member.
Lady Pointers number 24, Lillian Gilbert.
Lillian Gilbert back in for Van den Buren, as well as Cameron Schmidt, the 5'11 freshman, number 25. Deep in the backcourt. Jones now, and stolen away by Williams. Against the pressure, she'll find Cartwright. She'll stop and pop 10-footer left wing. Can't buy a basket. Amazing. 22-4. Pressure in the backcourt. Odom's got it. The sophomore for Van Buren trying to get it across. She does, but threw it away. The pass was too rich for Barber and high. Couldn't handle it. Turnover. Cartwright will walk it up. 4:44 left, second period. Here's Maddie. Dribbles to the right, up to Piercy. Now Honkala down in the corner. Smith couldn't handle it. Left corner, dropped it out of bounds.
Number 14, Carter
Myers back in for Van Buren. She'll get Barber. Jones inbounds to Odom. Back to Jones. They find Gilbert, middle of the floor. She's double teamed, puts it on the deck. Into the front court she goes. Try to get it back to Jones. The ball kind of thrown in no man's land. It's off of number 14, Myers. Goes back to Greenwood. 22-4. Lady Bulldogs up nicely on the hot shooting of Carly Sexton. Here's Smith with it, though. Izzy with a 3 ball of her own. Piercy, another 3. Cartwright, she'll let one fly from the left corner. In and out. Wow. Myers with a board for Van Buren. She'll get it to, I'm sorry, that is Myers. Jones had the board. Now she's got it back and across the timeline. She'll find Myers left of the circle. Left alone down low was Schmidt. Up and in for the freshman. She's got 4 points. 22-6. Greenwood leads. 3:45 left. Cartwright comes to Piercy right side. They swap spots back to Maddie. She'll drive the baseline, cut off by Odom. Thought about forcing one, pitches it back out to Piercy. She'll drive, finger roll off the window. Oh, baby. 5th point for the freshman. Cartwright with the assist. 24-6. Smith knocks this one out of bounds off Odom, or off of herself from Odom. It'll stay with Van Buren. Odom drives in from the right wing, dumped it down low to Schmidt. Loose ball, bodies fly. Looks like Cartwright got a hold of it, but she was on the baseline. It'll stay with Van Buren. They'll inbound on that baseline, right side of the lane. 24-6. Inbounds comes to Odom. 13-footer not there in the middle of the lane. Williams trying for the rebound. She's knocked down. We're going to have a jump ball. It'll stay with, it'll go to Greenwood. So I'll give Williams the rebound. 24-6. Here comes Cartwright. She'll walk it across. A dismal night for the senior so far. Plenty of assists. 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Only 2 points scoring. She lost the handle there and turned it over. Here comes Van Buren the other way. That's Myers into the paint. Ball's tipped out. Odom has it. And they'll work it around the perimeter. Back to Myers. She'll leave it for Jones. They'll swap spots. Jones gets through the double team. Dumped it down low to Odom. Odom shot up off the window. Not there. Williams with a rebound. Ella's second board. Ahead it goes to Smith, right wing for 3. Splash! Yeah, high archer for the sophomore. She's got 6 now, 2 3 balls. And it's 27-6. They beat the press, feed it down low to Schmidt. She couldn't make the layup open. Rebound comes to Gilbert. She had it stripped away, but Van Buren will gather. And they'll set up in the half court. Odom has it top of the key. Down to Gilbert, left wing. Loose ball. Williams got in there, and they're going to call a jump ball. It'll stay with Van Buren. Brooklyn Woolsey will check in. She'll get Maddie Cartwright. 2:03 to go. Clay says, what's going on? Feeling all right? Get 2 points. But you're distributing the ball well. He's just, some nights you got it, some nights you don't. Now the referees get together. The shot clock, I believe, was reset, but it was a jump ball, so they'll reset it. 2:03 to play before halftime. Inbounds comes to Myers. Her three won't go from the right wing. Nice box out by Woolsey. Her first rebound, and Brooklyn will push into the front court. Piercy takes over. She'll drive down the lane. Oh, just go score, babe. She had Williams down there, but outside the lane, and a fresh, easy trip to the basket for Piercy, but she pitched it to her and got tipped out of bounds, thankfully. Williams will inbound on the baseline to Woolsey, right corner, three ball. Won't go. Long rebound. Jones runs it down for Van Buren, and Kinsey's got it. Ahead it goes in the front court to Myers. She'll stop, but her shot was blocked out of there by Woolsey. She went for the steal on the pass and came around from behind and blocked the shot. Trickery from Brooklyn. Now Greenwood on the other end. Honkala finds Piercy. Splash from the left baseline. A little 11-footer mid-range jumper style, old school. 29-6, Greenwood leads. Jones gets it to Gilbert. Now they break the press. Down low to Cameron Schmidt. She's got 6 points. A bright spot for the Lady Pointers. 29-8 now with a minute 10 before halftime. Piercy crosses over, going to leave it for Woolsey, and just a bad pass that went out of bounds.
Van Buren basketball.
And it'll stay or go to Van Buren. Butler off with the shooting shirt, but not quite in time for Greenwood. And Jones will walk it across. Smith picked her up at half court. Finds Myers right wing. Myers in trouble. Down on the corner to Schmidt. Down low to Odom. Nice cut to the basket for J.C. Odom. 29-10. Greenwood's lead's now 19. Izzy Smith with it. Comes to the right side to Piercy. She'll skip it to Woolsey. Brooklyn with a little bit of dribbling out behind the arc to Honkala. Back out it goes. Honk on the bad throw, but she's going to get bailed out. Whoa. They're going to call a foul on Williams, who was going after the loose ball and pushed a pointer, lady pointer, to 1-1.
Bulldogs 0-0. Pepper Pitts, number 35, Ashlyn Butler.
The fouls are wrong. It should be a 1-1. 3 on Trusty. Cartwright's got 1. Williams is 5th. That's the 5th foul. Sexton has 2, but what do I know? We're at 24 seconds. And Piercy knocked that one out of bounds. Down in here in the corner left side, so it'll stay with Van Buren. Gilbert will inbound. I don't guess anybody's keeping the book for Van Buren. Inbounds comes to Odom. Nice cut down the lane, but she couldn't finish. Williams out of there with a rebound with 16 seconds. Ella across the timeline down to the right wing, 13 seconds. Up top, Smith. Izzy finds Piercy. Left side. She'll penetrate, go back to the corner. Williams for 3, right corner. Won't go. Smith with an offensive board. Finds Piper Pitts, who checked in. Her shot won't go. And we have finished the first stanza. 2 quarters in the books. 29-10. The Lady Bulldogs lead here at halftime. And it's an awkward, rainy night. Maybe the remnants of the full moon. We've got Chinese balloons. We've got all kinds of goodies going on, and it's just a weird night. Trusty with no points, 3 fouls. Cartwright with 2 points. Now, Anna had 3 rebounds and 4 boards and a couple of assists. Cartwright had 3 assists, a couple of rebounds. Woolsey with 5 points, hit a 3-ball. Couple of threes off the bench for Izzy Smith. Sexton has led the way for Greenwood with 9, and then Piercy off the bench, the freshman, has 7 points as well. Schmidt leads the way for Van Buren with 6 points, 2 for Odom, 2 for me. 29-10, Greenwood leads at halftime. We'll take a break and come back and get you ready for the second half. Greenwood Sports Center online and the Sports Hall, 103.5. You can give me 8 minutes. Thank you.
Blue Dazzlers. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank Farmers Bank for volunteering in the concession stand tonight. Again, a big thank you to Farmers Bank for volunteering in the concession stand tonight.
Yeah, baby. All right, listen. Yes, 20 seconds. All right. We welcome you back to HB Stewart Bulldog Arena. Tim Terry with you. Glad to have you aboard here. Tuesday night basketball. Remember, tomorrow at Alma, Varsity will make up a snow game from last week. 4 o'clock is the tip for the girls' game. We'll have it for you here on the Greenwood Sports Center live stream. And we'll also have it here for you on the Sports Hog. So those of you that are going to tune in tomorrow and try to some Randy Rainwater and Drive Time Sports here on the Sports Hog, we're going to have Greenwood basketball in the spinach capital of the world. Where else would you rather be on a Wednesday? So a 4 o'clock tip for that. And then the boys will follow. Then Friday on the road to the Golden Goblins. Sports Center will be there as well for the live stream, and we'll have it for you right here on the Sports Hog. 29-10, Lady Bulldogs in command here tonight. Pointers, as I talked about, both teams played Siloam last night in their makeup game. So not so much fresh legs for the Lady Pointers, and hopefully the boys are worn out too, because Greenwood needs a win on that boys' side in a bad way.
It'll be Greenwood basketball.
Lady Bulldogs will have it to start the second half, and it's Sexton, Cartwright, Trusty, Woolsey, and Russin. Ming, Jones, Myers, Schmidt, Barber for Van Buren, all 10 starters. Woolsey's got it up top of the key, goes to Cartwright. Lady Bulldogs now Russin high post. They work right to left here in the second half on your radio dial. A skip pass up top to Sexton. Nice cut from Russin. Kicks it out to Woolsey. She'll penetrate back out to Russin left wing. Here's Brooklyn deep left corner. Now Trusty will penetrate floater. It wouldn't take long. Woolsey got that assist. Trusty finally on the scoreboard sheet. 31-10. Here's full court pressure. Jones. The lead is 21. Ahead it comes to Barber. Good pass inside to Ming. She'll turn around in the paint, kick it to the corner. Barber's three, right corner is good.
3-point basket, number 22.
Coach Kenny says, wow, exactly what I've been wanting you to do. A little inside-out action. 31-13 now. Cartwright will have it and give it to Sexton. Here's Woolsey left wing. Up top to Russin. Back to Brooklyn. Out of Cartwright, deep left corner. Woolsey left wing. Finds Russin. Around the horn they go. Sexton right side. Inside it goes to Cartwright. Nice back cut down the lane. Up off the window for Trusty.
Trusty inside.
That's the fourth assist for Cartwright and an unselfish look for her. Jones has it for Van Buren. She'll try to break the press. Right down the middle of the floor she goes. Finds Ming in the front court. Now Schmidt penetrates. Kicks it out. Barber has it on the wing. Up top to Jones. She'll let a three fly. Off the window, won't go. Sexton with another rebound. She's filling up the stat sheet tonight. Here's Carly with the dribble to Trusty, right wing, up top to Woolsey. Brooklyn looks over the 2-3 zone, goes to Russin, left side. In the corner, Cartwright found a wide open Sexton. She couldn't make it. Rebound cleared out of there by Jones for Van Buren. Trusty about to get her fourth foul. Did not, however, and the ball thrown away, though. It was Jones penetrated. He kind of kicked it out to Barber. I don't think she was ready for a pass. It went over, kind of over her shoulder and ended up out of bounds. Greenwood will have it in the backcourt. Sexton inbounds to Woolsey in the front court. Brooklyn. High post Cartwright at the left elbow. Back to Brooklyn, top of the key. Three ball, won't go. Russin runs down a long rebound. Nice hustle from Adriana, her second board. She'll find Cartwright on the left wing. Splash! Maddie Cartwright with the three. Russin gets her second assist. She got the rebound. Adriana penetrated and kicked it out to Cartwright. She buried the three ball. Schmidt got the dribble, and then Sexton snuck up behind her and ticked it out of bounds. A little wolf call. Van Buren keeps it. They'll inbound at midcourt, and Barber just lost the handle. Trusty got the steal, just threw it right to her. She'll stop and pop 17-footer. Splash. Oh, baby. 6 points for Trusty, all here in the period in the first 3 minutes. Jones with it, trouble in the backcourt. Trusty picked her pocket, and now a foul on Jones. Anna with her third steal. Jones called for her first foul, first team foul of the half. Sexton will inbound on the baseline, right side of the lane. Just dump it into Cartwright. Not too much for Myers. Up and in, too easy. Cartwright's got 7. Full court press, Mings got it. It's 40-13. Greenwood leads by 27. Jones got through the traffic, finds Schmidt in the front court. Down in the corner, Myers outside the arc. She's in trouble. Double team, Greenwood. And a 5-second call. She picked her dribble up and just double teamed with Woolsey and Cartwright. Another turnover. In the backcourt, here's Maddie Cartwright. She'll walk it across for the Lady Bulldogs. 4 minutes, 42 seconds left, third period. Greenwood need to stay up by 30 to get the mercy rule going. Sexton just threw it to nobody, but unfortunately Mean kind of tipped it and it got out of bounds. It was going to be an easy turnover, but Adriana went to the wing, and Sexton tried to throw a little bit lower than that. And here we go. Trusty to Cartwright, high post. Maddie went outside the arc, turned around, so check this out. Splash! 10 points for Cartwright, her second 3-ball. Nobody put a hand in her face. You go let her fly. Here's Barber now. Gets to Jones. She'll cross the timeline with 4:18 to play third period. Now Myers, and she had to throw it off of a Lady Bulldog. It was Woolsey. It'll stay with Van Buren over on the free throw line extended on the sideline. 43-13. Greenwood up by 30. Oh, not the double foul. 2 and 10. The old double foul. That's a second on Cartwright. That's a second on Jones.
Number 2, Maddie Cartwright.
Second team foul for Van Buren, first on Greenwood, so Van Buren will do it again. Cartwright and Jones were hooked up over there, I guess, playing a little patty cake. And double foul action. Inbounds comes over the top to Myers. She's got it and quickly harassed. Trusty knocked it out of her hands. A loose ball. That's a bad call. That was off of Trusty. They gave it back to Greenwood. I guess he thought Barber had touched, or Myers had touched it, and she had not. Nonetheless, we'll take it. 4 minutes left. Here's Cartwright. To the wing, finds a high post, Trusty right elbow. She's triple team. Sexton got the loose ball, then lost the handle. Jones with a steal, flipped it up to Barber. She wants to run with it. She'll circle back and set up in the half court. Here's Schmidt with it in the paint. Now Myers up top to Jones. Back to Myers, right side. Try to feed inside. They're going to get Cartwright with third foul. Her and Trusty both with 3. In for Greenwood is Kyla Piercy and Izzy Smith. Woolsey and Sexton take a seat. I've got Cartwright with 3, but he just said that was her second, so that was one of them I missed, I guess, in the first half. Cohn's 3-ball from the corner won't go off the inbounds. Cartwright with her third rebound of her own. And now Maddie's in the front court. Shot up, splash. Smith found Trusty in the left corner. And Trusty now with 9 points. I know Cartwright's got 3. They called her for a charge earlier, a double foul on that reach. I know it's 3. Jones got through the double team, gives it to Odom. Odom in the corner finds 22 Barber. And that ball was kicked as Barber tried to penetrate and feed it back to Odom. I don't profess to be perfect on my stats, but pretty good on fouls and points. Odom tried to drive the baseline from the right side and then throw it to Jones in the opposite corner. Cartwright swapped it out of bounds. It'll stay with Van Buren down on the baseline. Jones will inbounds. Found Odom. She's triple team. Ming with a nice cut down the lane but couldn't handle the feed. It'll be Greenwood's basketball. 3:02 to go. It's 46-13. Greenwood leads. And here comes Cartwright. Across the timeline, finds Smith. Izzy will center it up, drive to the right side, leave it for Trusty. Now high post Cartwright in the paint. Back out to Trusty. She'll swap spots, stop and pop at the free throw line. Won't go. Russin with an offensive board. Kicked it out to Piercy. Piercy back to Russin. Adriana up top to Cartwright for three. In and out wouldn't go. Russin with another offensive board. Oh, baby, Adriana with a nice sequence here on this offensive set. Now Piercy into Cartwright, and they'll foul. Odom reached in and slapped Cartwright on the floor. That's her first.
32.
Russin out there. She packed the lunch. She's blue collar out there. The old Billy Jack Freeman style. Just go in there and get every rebound. Haven Clements. Inbounds from Piercy to Cartwright, just right on the block. Cartwright's going to be tied up. And the arrow goes to Van Buren. Up off the bench comes three fresh Lady Bulldogs, Ella Williams, Jenna Honkala, and Ashlyn Butler. Trusty, Cartwright, and Russin will take a seat. So the second wave is in here for Greenwood. Probably the second or third best team in the conference right here. Our second string. Here's Cone with it. Out on the floor, Barber. She's double teamed. Loose ball. Picked up by Gilbert. And now Odom has it. She'll find Ming. Back to Odom at the left elbow. Looking for room. Butler with a nice defense. She'll kick it out to Barber. Her three not there. Piercy with nice position. Her first rebound. Here comes the freshman, Kyla. Through traffic to Smith. Three ball. Splash! Oh, Izzy Smith. Feel it, child. Feel it.
Downtown.
Second assist for Piercy. Izzy's got 3 threes. 9 points. 49-13. Feed inside. Honk tried to tap it away, but couldn't come up with it. It ends up in Gilbert's hand. She'll find Ming way out on the floor. Williams harassing her. Tried to feed it down low to Odom. Ball goes into the Van Buren cheerleading squad. Another turnover. It's Greenwood's basketball, and Piercy will inbound to Izzy Smith, and Izzy quickly will bring it across. This girl's got a motor that won't stop, and boy, is she a fantastic basketball player. Butler got it at the high post. Turnaround jumper short. Rebound cleared out by little Aspen Cone. She's on the run for Van Buren. Now Gilbert. Harassed outside the arc, goes inside to Odom. She'll find Barber, right wing. Nobody home to Gilbert. 3 ball, left side. Lodges in between the rim and the backboard. And that is a jump ball by Rule, and the arrow goes to Greenwood. Official finds another ball and try to knock it out. Ball went in, so Van Buren wants the points. They won't get them. 49-13. Give them to them. Heck. Here comes Smith with it. With a minute left here in the third period. Izzy drives, picks up her dribble, finds Piercy. Now Butler left side. Skip pass to Smith. Back to Butler. Thought about a 3. She'll put it on the deck, lose the handle, gather, get it back to Smith. Now Izzy will center it up. Go right side to Piercy. Kyla, floater. Good God almighty. Freshman. Little 15 feet floater. Smith with her second assist. 9 points for Piercy. Wow. That's Piercy 1. That's play 1 for Piercy. Coach Hardy used to run that. 51-13. Gilbert's locked up top. Good cut from Ming. She finds her in the lane. Little sky hook won't go. Williams drags in a rebound. That's Ella's, Ella's 4th board. She'll go coast to coast, and they're going to call a block. Great call. Gilbert was not set. Williams goes to the, will she be shooting? They're going to say yes. 2 shots.
At the line, shooting 2, Ella Williams.
Ella will get 2 free throws. Coach Kenny's saying, hey, brother, it's 51-13. They've got rules. There's a rule in the book called 51-13 that says we get every block charge when you're down this many. Williams' first free throw is good. Splash. The second one goes as well. 53-13, a 40-point Greenwood lead. 10 seconds left here in the period before our next break. Odom, fancy dribbling up top. Back to Ming in the left corner. Ming to Odom. And shot on the way. It won't go. And we've played 3 periods. 53-13, Greenwood in command. A 40-point lead. And the mercy rule coming up for the Bulldogs. After this timeout, it's Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. 1 minute. No, give me 30. Give me 30 if you can. Okay, 10 seconds. We're back here at HB Stewart Bulldog Arena, Mossy Oak Properties. Sure sponsoring tonight. Appreciate the folks at Michael Gray and his crew at Mossy Oak Properties. Phil Farm and Homes, American Land Specialist. Kind of been a lackluster, I guess, Izzy Smith. 3 for 3 from 3 balls.
Basketball to start the
Trying to pick our Mossy Oaks Properties exciting play of the game. There's a foul on Williams. Those aren't exciting. That's her second.
Number 10, Ella Williams, her second.
Third team foul of the period. Van Buren has it. Cone to Odom. 3-ball, top of the key, won't go. Rebound ran down by Gilbert for Van Buren. Back to Odom. Feet inside. Shot, wild shot up in the air by Schmidt. Knocked out of bounds by Van Buren.
53, Mackenzie Thomas.
That's Tatum Swafford who's checked in for Van Buren. And then in Greenwood, just checking in is Mackenzie Thomas, number 53. She's a junior. Williams tried to get a feed. It's tipped away from Smith. Probably not a good pass. Here's Gilbert now in the front court. Down in the corner, Cone right side. Back to Gilbert. She'll skip it over to Schmidt. Schmidt actually kicked that one. Swafford finds it down in the paint. Smith, Izzy went to block her shot. Got a piece of the ball, but they called a foul on her. It'll be free throws for Tatum Swafford.
Smith, her first.
Coach will say, how many shots do you block, Izzy? Not very many. Well, why are we fouling down there trying to block a shot? And both free throws are good. For Tatum Swafford, it's 53-15. Here's Kyla Piercy to the right elbow. Williams, 3-ball. Wouldn't go. Thomas, offensive board, up and in, good. Hey, Kenzie Thomas with a nice rebound, slid in there from the backside and is fouled.
That's her first.
She'll have an and one opportunity. Swafford called for the foul. Jalen Woodard will come in and get Schmidt, who had 6 points, the freshman, for Van Buren. That's their leading scorer tonight. Kinsey with 1 free throw. Too long. Rebound cleared out of there by Odom to Cone. And she's sandwiched. No call. Wow, that's tough there. Honkla with the rebound, or with the steal, finds Piercy. Her shot won't go, and then we have a foul this time called on Piercy. A little bit too late. Yeah, it's funny because the fan said you're still wrong on it. They missed the oh, wow. Who'd they call that on? 32? Oh, Odom? Wow. Unbelievable. Williams has a 3-ball from the left wing. Splash!
Williams.
She's got 5 points now. Another assist for Smith. 3 assists. Cone breaks the press. Finds Woodard. Now Swafford out on the floor. Down low to Cone. Soft spot right side. She'll dribble it to the corner. Then back in and try to penetrate. Lost the handle. Piercy had for a minute. On the deck is Cone. Good hustle. Jump ball. Greenwood's ball, so Piercy gets the steal.
Lady Bulldogs, 0-0.
Piper Pitts checking in for the Lady Bulldogs double lot. Peyton Jones, double deuce. A former Mount Harmony Mafia member, Peyton Jones. And then Lydianne Adams, big number 15 down low, in for Greenwood. 4:32 left. Pate will inbound in the backcourt. Greenwood gets the possession arrow. Here comes Jones, another fantastic player for Clay Reeves, a sophomore. Pitts to Jones. Dribbles top of the key over to Honk. Jenna puts it on the deck. Back to Piper Pitts. She thought about a three, the lefty. Not there from the corner. Back to Pate up top. Jones harassed by Cone. They'll be battling for a while. Jones penetrates. Floater. Wouldn't go. Rebound tipped off of Adams. It'll go to Greenwood. Or to Van Buren, rather. It's Landon Nelms working the baseline camera down there. Appreciate Landon tonight. Him and Joey Buffkin always run the video for us. Thanks, guys. Sean Holland's producing the live stream. Engineering, directing. Jones called for the foul as Odom was double teamed.
Peyton Jones. That's her first.
That's a 16 foul. Yeah, they say 5. I'm not sure who's keeping the books down there, but I like it. Swafford's got it for Van Buren. Finds Odom, but couldn't handle the pass. Honkla out of there with a steal. Jenna's on the run. Coast to coast. Shot up off the window. She's fouled by Cone. I like Aspen's thinking. No easy baskets here, Blondie.
4, Aspen Cone. That's her first. At the line, shooting 2, Jenna.
So Jenna will shoot free throws. Couple of bounces for Honkla, another quality sophomore. Too long on that one, but will she get the roll? She won't. Bounced off the back iron as it went up in the air. One more for Jenna. Riley Potts, the other freshman on the squad, up with the shooting shirt. Honkla made the second.
The Lady Bulldogs, number 34.
Here's the third. Here's number 34, Riley Potts, a 6'2" freshman. Ceiling on this girl is up. Big upside for Riley. 3 ball on the way from Gilbert for Van Buren. It won't go. Potts, the big girl, in with it quickly with a rebound. Finds Pate Jones. Jones quickly across the timeline. Dribbles to the right wing. Gives to Pitts in the corner. Out of the corner comes Piper. Here's Adams, top of the key. And that's a shove on Cone. No call. And then a foul in the act of shooting. So Adams goes forearm shiver and sends Cone to the deck. And then she turns and goes to shoot. And they call Odom for the little touch foul. That's what I'm talking about. We don't need any calls in this game. Please save them for the next game, referee guys. And I don't want to hear about, we gave you all the calls in the girls' game. What do we got in the boys' game? 60-15 is the score. Adams buries both free throws. Now that she might have got from her daddy, Stu, the Southside head coach. He could shoot some free throws. Here's Schmidt. I beg your pardon, that's Gilbert. Now Odom up top. Back to Gilbert, right wing. Soft spot, Swafford. Nice pick and roll. There it is. That's how you do it. Odom up off the window.
Number 32, J.C. Odom.
She's got 4 points now. It's 61-17. Minute and a half left in this one. Pate Jones for Greenwood. Now Adams. Back to Jones. In the corner, Pitts. Jones tried to drive. Left it for Adams. Liddy had to climb the ladder and get it. She can do that. About 5'10", 5'11". Pitts with it. Right wing puts it on the deck. Dribbles it out, now gets to Adams and reverses it to Pate Jones up top. Shot clock's at 9. Piper Pitts. 3 ball not there. Potts with her second rebound. This one's an offensive board. And tried to find Pitts cutting. The throw was too high. Goes out of bounds. 50 seconds. 61-17. This one's all over, but whatever. Cone lets a 3 fly, not there. Wow, Jones high for that one. Pate climbed the ladder, brings down the rebound. Goes to Pitts, right wing for 3. Splash! Piper Pitts.
Basket, Piper Pitts.
Pate with an assist. The left-handed assassin over there. Sniper. Down low it goes to Swafford, 64-17. Thomas, nice defense, loose ball. That went off of Odom's foot. It's going to go to Greenwood. With 12 seconds, the clock winding down, 64-17. But Piper's going to quickly get it in the front court. Thomas, 16-footer, won't go right wing. The rebound cleared out of there by Woodard. This one's over with. The Lady Bulldogs win number 16 in a row, 21-2 overall, 8-0 now in the 5A West, and way out in front in the conference race. Van Buren falls to 12-12, and they're 4-5 in conference, but still alive for the postseason. The Lady Pointers, 64-17. I'll tell you what. Let me just give you some numbers here while I got you. Cartwright finished with 10. It was a slow night for the 2 studs. 9 points for Trusty. She had foul trouble. 3 points for Pitts. 5 points for Woolsey. 5 points for Ella Williams. A free throw for Jenna Honkala. 2 free throws for Liddy Adams. 9 for Izzy Smith. 3 balls. 9 for Carly Sexton, all early to start the game off hot. 9 points for Kyla Piercy. 2 points for Kenzie Thomas. Russin had 4 rebounds, didn't score. Piercy had a couple of assists with her 9 points. Sexton with 4 steals, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Huge night for Carly. 9 points for Smith, also 3 assists. Ella Williams had 4 rebounds with her 5 points off the bench. Cartwright with 3 rebounds and 4 assists to go with her 10 points, a steal as well. Trusty, a slow night, but she ended up with 3 steals and 4 rebounds. Had foul trouble. And 2 assists as well for Trusty. Business as usual, 64-17. Schmidt led the way for Van Buren with 6. Odom had 4. 3 for Barber, 2 for Ming, 2 for Swafford. Made both of her free throws. Well, we'll take a break here, and we will come back and get you ready for the Varsity Boys game. Literally a must-win for Greenwood tonight, as they are 5-15. They're 0-7 in conference, but have been in at least 5 of those 7 losses in the conference run, if not 6 of them. The first meeting with Van Buren, these guys blew us out over there on some just red-hot shooting. Van Buren's 13-11. They're 4-4 in conference, so very beatable, and Greenwood needs to do it here tonight at home and try to keep their postseason berth. Slim chances, but keep them alive here tonight. And we're going to have all of the action for you right here on YouTube, Greenwood Sports Center. And it's Fox Sports Radio, the Sports Hog 103.5.